you're making an impression. Do your best to kind of like help the person feel welcomed and like include them. Because yeah, that's honestly a good part of the reason why people step into a fighting game, get perfected 3 times in a row. They're like, "All right, well that was a thing." And then they walk away.
It was a
Yeah,
thing.
yeah. But that is also the tough part about just tournaments in general is that you just do 2 first-to-2s and then you're out. Obviously, if you're just O2ing, it goes by very quick. Which is
Mhm.
why you, as a new player, obviously you don't you need to, how to put it, you need to not be as shy as you'd think and just actively just ask, for instance, a player to like run the long set. This way, like, okay, first game, the top player is going to try and look as well where you're lacking a little bit. And then going into the second game, the third game, if you're doing a long set, then it's fine. You can take your time and you can analyze. Okay, in this situation, for instance, you did this where you really should have done that. I can see your pattern. The pattern is not okay, so I can easily counter it with that. Maybe you should try doing this, stuff like that. Obviously, if it's just the first time, you're not gonna know what the problem is as the top player. But this is why those long sets are important. It's just you've got that first game to analyze, the second game maybe as well to analyze, and then from there you can work on specific topics, specific patterns, specific counters as well. It gets easier to actually guide the beginning player and help them improve that way.
I mean, the other thing too is something that I've noticed with a couple of new events or some other events that I've been experimenting with, and something I genuinely really like and want to see be done moving forward. When you have brackets with larger player bases, uh, you make bronze, silver, gold brackets.
Yeah, yeah, just
So,
do an
like,
amateur bracket, like the 0-2 bracket.
yeah, yeah, there was an event that I went to with for Smash Brothers a little bit ago, where the first day was just everybody going through the gambit. Second day was mainly meant to be top like 24, but anyone who wasn't top 24 got divided into the bronze, silver, gold bracket. To explain it to people who might not understand, bronze would be for players who went O2. Specifically, the people who just got in, got completely destroyed, and got knocked out. They now have a bracket full of players that are in the same bus. So now we've immediately brought down the group of O2ers from like now you have the unfortunate situation that there's going to be like a quarter of those people are going to be O4ers or maybe like an eighth or something like that. But a huge chunk of those who went O2, all of a sudden they've got a moment to prove themselves. It was so exciting seeing the bronze bracket grand finals in that event. And then, of course, all due respect to silver and gold, where silver is like 1 and 2 twos, which are like people who clearly have some understanding but are still refining things. And then the gold are the people who are really upset because they just barely missed out on that top bracket.
Yeah, yeah. Well, one thing that I really did like was in France there was a local which even did an invitational for the O-Tours, but you know the O-Tours that were coming back every week, still O-Touring, but they're still coming back every week and everything. At the end of the year, they were doing an 8 people invitational with quote unquote the best O-Tours, the ones that were coming in the most often, and they were trying to crown the best O-Tour
Oh,
between
that's
those
cute.
O-Tours. It was
Another
very fun.
Yeah, that sounds adorable. Another idea I like is that I've seen is if you've got enough players, you start off with like you turn into a two-phase tournament. Like how we're seeing this one, we've got the first wave, and then there's going to be afterwards once we've got down to like the larger numbers, or the top players, we're going to have them in day two. But like the other way to kind of go about things is like make it a round robin for block one and you put
Yeah,
like 4, 6, 8 people into a pool, and top cut moves on to the finals. But what are you going to do with the lower cut? why don't you make a bracket for them too? And now you've got the lower cut bracket, and that's an same thing as like bronze, silver, gold. That's a different way to kind of split the players up in a way where you're giving the players that are struggling to find a way in more room to get in. And even if they're not getting the big prize money, which let's be real, those people probably weren't expecting to get that anyways, but they're now getting round robin naturally guarantees them more games.
Yeah,
And
they're getting more bang for their buck.
And then the actual time where their games matter, they're paired up with people in their level, unless one of the top players had a very unfortunate circumstance and they got demolished, and now they're in the lower bracket, and they're gonna sweep all the way to the end, and nobody's gonna oppose them. But, like, more often than not, it's going to be just, like, the people who are still figuring things out all of a sudden are all just paired up together. And maybe you go 0-2 in that again still, but there's a much higher chance that you're not going to because there's more room and you actually have people paired up. Like the idea of treating like the round robin as like a seeding system rather than or a Swiss bracket esque to guarantee like set people up in the right areas so that they're playing against others in their level.
Yep.
It's a lot of work, but it pays off.
Yeah. And another thing that's also getting traction lately, just in the FGC in general, is ladders. Like doing a ladder, for instance, after a good chunk of the bracket is done, and then people just get to play, have matches, fight people as they are assigned. But the flow is kind of natural, like the rank ladder, for instance. This is something that's being done a lot more lately, and also being done at a higher level as well, with Damascus actually hosting ladders for the Wanted Invitationals. But I will interrupt you for a minute as we are getting into our next match, and we should this time have everything working good. We are going to have Gerardo versus Profi.
Yes,
this
finally.
Is Blind Frog.
And yeah, look at that. We were talking earlier about Clapback Cobra. This is Guardian Ninjara. This is a little bit different, but you're still going to have some similar topics here with that Guardian, which is going to slowly creep up until the Ninjara is just sending it to the opponent on a whim.
Yeah, it is fast. It is a staple of Landfrog. Anybody who knows Landfrog knows that this guy loves his Guardian. He's also one of the rare motion control players, and that is something that I'd like to make everybody aware, because it's hard to... You can't blame everybody for liking controllers, but motion controls are really good as well, and you're going to be able to see why in some of the funness and the better aim that Landfrog is going to be able to get. Those wide grabs are why motion controls are so great.
Yeah, one big thing about motion controls is that you kind of trade off a little bit of accuracy for more control, quote unquote. Like you have a little bit less consistency just from it being gyroscope based. I'm gonna get there. But you do have a little bit more options in terms of controlling each arm individually, which you do not have on controller, because the setup is that you are only using one stick on controller. So you will trade up a little bit of consistency for that extra control. If that makes any sense.
Same, because we have two joysticks on the controller, so it could in theory be separated.
Yeah, but I think that was done that way just to accommodate for single Joy-Con gameplay. But we were also talking about Gerardo, which is one of the better players in Europe as well. Just showing up for this tournament, we love to see it. Showing up for the kids. And playing a very solid Ribbon Girl with the Ghoul Slap. Ghoul Slap gonna catch you from the sides, and going to be very annoying to deal with at times, especially around those pillars. But now the pillars of DNA Lab are down, and it is open bar for both players, especially for Landfrog, who's now running both glove arms.
Indeed. Double Toaster is such a good pressure tool. Lots of freedom, lots of movement, lots of coverage that, you just have a lot of control over the field with those two glove arms. they're one of the safest options in this game, and come with that fiery element. Means that if you get a charged hit against your opponent, not only is it coming out faster and it recovers a little more faster, but if it hits, it does more damage, and it's sapping away the opponent's rush meter if it's not fully charged, which I feel like is always so easily forgotten, and it's such a rewarding thing when you can keep up those charged fire hits on your opponent.
Yeah, and again, you do get hard knockdown, which kind of helps you for Oki as well right after. Right now, Gerardo is in the corner, and the grab from Landfrog. The health is very close right now. Landfrog has the advantage, and the hard knockdown from the Toasters right now. Bippy trying to push back into the corner, but it will not be enough, and we are going to go to round 3.
I mean, you can see in the replay, it was essentially all about just Gerardo being able to dodge everything until time run out, and they're very, 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 very fast players. We see both either not being able to touch themselves. That sounds very weird.
Good delay on the Russian Landfrog as well in order to catch Gerardo on the landing from the jump.
This is gonna be. I think it's gonna be all about timing. At the end, it's gonna be all about time.
Yeah, timing and time. We have seen already the 2 previous rounds go to timeout. And now Gerardo trying to go for the rush, but unfortunately it's not going to fully connect. And Landfrog is going to be able to find the punish with the grab right after. Landfrog in a very good position right now. Stuck in a little bit in the
grab on the rush.
He's going to take the throw though.
And in comes another grab. Landfrog throwing out these punches but cannot line up the shot. Gerardo making some really good catches by leaping up and throwing out these grabs. And just getting really good angles that are much more difficult to punch through. Landfrog now ready with a rush. He currently has just the lightest health lead and wants to keep it. 30 seconds left on the clock. Popper is going to even things out as Gerardo has a rush ready. Landfrog's rush is stronger and would be able to power through, but he's got to be able to make a getaway call and get the catch to be able to keep this lead going.
That's the big thing.
Nice block, and he gets
it from Gerardo. Doesn't get to pick up the kill though just yet, but 9 seconds on the clock now. All Landfrog has to do is to play very defensively. The grab is also going to waste a lot of time on Gerardo's side, and Landfrog is just going to be able to just get the kill very much last second, and it's going to be the first point going to Landfrog.
Very nicely done.
And then Ninjaro
Landfrog taking the first set there. Very difficult game. Gerardo getting some incredibly good pressure there. Ribbon Girl's very fast, especially with like Popper and Slapamander. Slapamander's one of the fastest grabs in the game.
It's not just that, but just these were 2 fast players with 2 fast characters, and this is the type of thing I want to see in ARMS. This is the type of gameplay that I enjoy seeing, and if we can just connect that hype to that, bro, commentator team has. We got some stuff to do. Got some stuff here.
We got some hot sauce to be drinking down.
Yep. Also helps as well that we're technically already in top 16 as well. So we're already going to see matches going a little bit less one way, if you know what I mean. This is always kind of the problem when you start a bracket and everything. The matches, obviously, because of seeding, are going to go very much one way. But now that we're in top 16, the competition is already heating up very much, and we are going to see some very fast-paced matches like this one. Or we're just going to see some players try to, put everything down to a crawl, but still having some excellent defense and everything.
I mean, we're getting top of the crop here, honestly. And last rounds, they were all about essentially time. So I wonder how many of these are just going to be fast things rather than just actually connecting arms to the end. And it's just about resistance and holding out.
That's the big thing, yeah. Their gameplay was way more focused on movement rather than just actually punching. Like, taking really very much the movement approach in those games and going to time. But now we are going to go into game 2, and Gerardo pulling out the Tri-Volt, which is a very good poking tool to have. Just afflicts the stun status to the opponent, and you can get some cheeky follow-ups from it as well. But I think that the Gerardo has it just for the poking abilities that that it does.
Yeah, it is working out phenomenally.
Yeah, so far
with the double toaster and just being able to again, Lanfrog is a person that has the motion controls. He has a lot more individual mobility with them, and just usually you want to be able to have different arms, but just being able to just have the same type of arm dealing damage in different areas and just searing it in one location like the snake that Kid Cobra would be. Just the ninja inside is screaming to get out and just being able to make a comeback here, because he's over the ropes and he is very, very fast and just dodging the best that he can. And let's see if Lanfrog can be able to make a comeback out of this with a rush.
Yeah,
nice catch.
Gerardo's just going to fall into it. I also feel like the stage counter pick is very good as well for Gerardo. Obviously, there is a little bit of RNG involved due to Ribbon Ring, but overall, the rising blocks are going to help Gerardo immensely due to Ribbon Girl's extreme aerial mobility, those double jumps and everything.
But the problem with Ninjara, and we just saw it, is the thing that Ninjara has essentially no block, because the ability makes it so he teleports. So whenever a rush comes in, Ninjara is just completely vulnerable.
He's going to get eaten by the rush, and
that's what killed him in the end. That is what killed him in the end. So blocking is just not a real option when it comes to Ninjara. He has to be able to constantly on the move, using his ability to the best of his ability towards one side specifically to be able to dodge those rushes, because otherwise there is no coming back. The comeback is not possible, and we might just see it here. And I'm not sure if my money right now, Gerard. Just calling it right now.
Yeah, that's the big thing. Gerardo stage, Gerardo everything. He did go back to the popper. Tri-Volt not doing the jump as much as he wanted it to, but the popper is going to probably also pick him off potentially a win confirm, which would be really good. But yeah, Lanfrog is completely snuffed out here.
Man, it's just that ability, as fast as Ninjara really is, what kills him is the ability, honestly. And just, man, not being able to block when it comes to a rush is very, very, it's difficult. It's a difficult thing.
Yeah, it is. It really is.
Oh, communication.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that was a really good comeback for Gerardo. Just managing to turn things around. Really good stage for them as well. A lot more space, a lot more room. The boxes made it a little bit more effective at concealing things, and especially that Tri-Bolt. Yeah, it's a really good poking tool. But the big thing that Gerardo was using it for in that situation was actually just the big thing that Lanfrog was doing to evade everything was just darting left to right. Popper is really good at catching those left to right movements, but Tri-Bolt's even better. And when it's charged, it is a single massive projectile that is beaming down towards the target.
It goes in different directions. So even if Lanfrog was able to use his ability to dodge the poppers, he would not be able. No matter where he goes, it's likely that the Tri-Bolt is going to hit. So that's a thing with that.
That's actually Ninjara's teleport reacts to things on shield hit. So it doesn't matter if it's the only way for that to be a true counter to a, like, if you're talking about rush, yes. If you're talking about single hits, you would have to have a second hit that reads where Ninjara's teleport is going to happen, and you would have to catch that as he's setting up.
Tri-Bolt is more likely to hit.
Tri-Bolt wouldn't hit regardless if it's hit on shield, because he's going to safely teleport regardless. But if it's the dashes, then absolutely, because that's what Lanfrog is leaning into. He's barely even leaning into the shields. It's like what we saw in that game 1 in Ribbon Ring. And what we'll probably see here as Gerardo's pushing.
Yeah, we're going back to DNA.
Yeah, no, it's that long-reaching, that spread out as Lanfrog's kind of darting left and right, and it's just he's not jumping very much. He's playing very much like me.
He's playing grounded.
He's playing ground.
The jump button
and he's
is not
staying
an
behind
option
DNAs.
because of how risky of an option it is to jump in a lot of situations. That's it. That means that you can run out of resources, and if you run out of resources, you're a sitting duck. But that just means that the Tri-Bolt is even more effective against him.
That's the big thing. Like, the Tri-Bolt is going to cover so much of Lanfrog's grounded movement. Gerardo is kind of trying to force him to jump, honestly, with that thing. That is the big thing here. And a very good block as well from Gerardo. Now, but Lanfrog really benefiting, honestly, from a cleared up DNA lab and starting to get some headway onto Gerardo here.
No, but he's using the helixes as ways to block because he needs as much defense as he can.
He does. He really does.
And he whoa! Yo, that was dope.
Completely snuffed out the rush here. Very good timing here. Avoiding the deflate as well of the rush. Like, very good.
Because he had no blocking here. He had gotten rid of all his helixes in the area, and they're not gonna. We're not getting any back. They're not gonna respond. We have two. We have only two. So he has to be able to capitalize on not breaking those and leading Gerardo out of the way until the rush comes on. Because if he gets rid of those, it's gonna be harder to be able to do anything with them.
Yeah, that's the big thing. Only one left. This is.
And he broke it himself. That's the other thing.
But I think that's the big thing. Gerardo right now was trying to kind of bait him to actually break the pillar, because the double-edged sword is that obviously Toaster is a little bit more straightforward in terms of its trajectory, and therefore it doesn't curve nearly as much as, for instance, the Slapamander that Gerardo is using. But Lanfrog with the counter rush here. Very good dodge on the right.
Yeah, this is a matchup where you really do not want to be, unless you have an actual firm, you do not want to be the person initiating rush, because these are both characters that are so well designed for evading rush. You pop a rush on Ninjara, they're just going to dash, jump into the air, and unless you immediately fix your camera angle, which most players will tunnel when they're rushing, they can't change their position, they can't change their aim, so they're locked into wherever they're punching. Ninjara is now free to do whatever he wants. Same goes with Ribbon Girl. You pop rush.
The thing is, if it comes to time, he has to do something right now. If he doesn't,
if it comes to time. And the pillar strategy is coming against him at the very last second, snuffing out
that
the
wasn't
rush.
Even the pillar. That was Ribbon Girl just jumping cleanly over
Ribbon Girl
it.
dodged, and then immediately the pillar is starting to break, and he lost the rush. Like, everything went wrong in this interaction for Lanfrog.
Not only did he lose the rush, but now Gerardo still has one that he can use at any moment, and Lanfrog has no way to counter, and he only has a single DNA in order to block that.
Yeah,
his ability is not gonna do anything.
That's the big thing. The pillar's one hit right now.
Damn, no.
And the stun from Gerardo. We were waiting for it. There it is. Just use the stun into the rush. Massive damage here. Lanfrog on half HP needs to make something happen right now.
And the rushes are not aligned, so it comes down to if Lanfrog thinks it's worth using right now or saving for later.
That's the big thing. Lanfrog needs to find an opportunity here, potentially. We still have a lot of time, though, on that timer. Finding the hard knockdown here is going to be huge. Keeping Gerardo in the corner. A lot of pressure here. The grab in order to just mix up the approach. And now we're almost back to even, all of a sudden.
I mean, no, because the more he hits him, the more he gets. Not only the more that the HP goes down, but the more that the rush is going to be a thing. So he's using it now.
But Gerardo manages to avoid it and snuff it out.
Why?
I think he was trying to like bait a committal punch or something, but it did not work out in Lanfrog's favor. And Gerardo now is very well placed, does not have rush. It is going to be over, and
it's not even time.
Yeah,
it's not even time.
To be fair, there wasn't really much that could have been done in like 5 seconds. I'm not gonna lie.
Lanfrog did the best that he could.
Yeah, a lot of what's going on there
for sure. Man. I mean, kudos to Lanfrog. He did the best that he could. I think he did very, very well.
He did, and it's far from over for him as well. We're going to see him again in losers.
Oh yeah, for sure. So Gerardo, who's Gerardo going up against afterwards?
Gerardo's going to top 8.
Oh, nice. So that's tomorrow. Okay.
Yeah. Gerardo's already qualified for top 8 then. As we were saying, this is a top. This was a top
nice.
16 match, so Gerardo is already in top 8 winners.
Okay.
And right now in top 16 winners, we do have Twin 5-0, Hanukkah Jamboree, Prince, Godly Mao, and Lewis. And it seems like Prince also moved on to top 8 winners. As we were speaking.
Oh, because of course other matches are happening right now.
Yeah, obviously a lot of matches are happening at the same time.
Let's see how the challenge is
we
doing.
might be able to catch Twin 5-0 against Hanukkah. We'll need confirmation from tech, from production. But yeah. I guess so. Oh, sorry, Millie.
You may leave it. No.
No, you two are very. You see, you got it yourselves pretty set up. We don't need to make it a scene on the stream. You two really seem gun ho and ready to kind of push things, and I've got other things I can take care of. I'm gonna let you two take the wheel. You seem really set and enjoying it. Best of luck with the rest of the commentary, and I'll see you another time.
Yeah. See you later, Millie.
Oh,
but yeah, don't feel excluded, please. We're so deep into the match. Huh?
I just get so into those moments.
Yeah, I mean it was a pretty intense match after all.
I get hyped. Oh I feel
man!
Bad now. I feel bad. I can't contain myself. I have problems. Oh.
And no, it seems like we are going to get some losers matches as well with SNG versus P Sweet. Now, SNG, if you don't know, he does some things with the game that I cannot talk about on the stream. But he's very active in the community and just a very nice dude, honestly, from what I understand. Very nice guy.
I don't know any of these people. I am very new, okay? I'm just meeting Matthias. I'm meeting everyone. I met Believe a couple weeks back. But I'm just very happy to be here. I'm just here with the hype. I'm here to commentate the best that I can. Even though it was not my turn. Who are we getting now?
But yeah, we are going to go therefore into losers round 3, which I believe is losers top 15. And yeah, SNG with the ribbon girl. Not the ribbon girl.
No. Lollapop. Yeah. Don't.
Too much excitement. Yeah, Lollapop versus Kid Cobra. We've talked about Kid Cobra before. Obviously, very fast character, very oppressive. Meanwhile, Lollapop is probably one of the most defensive characters in the game. Fast.
In such a small stage too. So this is gonna be all about just you know, being able to read as fast as you can, and you know, SNG has Lollapop who requires on doing these defensive abilities, which in turn opens it up to a lot of grabs, which is what just happened.
Yeah, that is the big thing. Like, I feel like Lollapop prefers the bigger stage, and meanwhile we're essentially on Arms WarioWare, which means things are going to be moving on very quickly. And
dude,
like SNG has found the rush in the chaos, in the midst of the chaos, and taken that first round.
Yeah, after this next round, P-Sweet needs to get a bigger stage, something like DNA Lab that allows him to be able to have something that blocks. Because even it just being able with Kid Cobra to be able to move out of the way as fast as possible behind the pillar is gonna be crucial.
Yeah, but that's the big thing. We're talking about getting a bigger stage for SNG, and already SNG is putting down a lot of pressure. We're not really using Lola's abilities because of that, you know. So
yeah,
I have to wonder how a bigger stage would work in this matchup. But so far, SNG is just leading the show.
That's the thing. P-Sweet needs a bigger stage in order to be able to to have
movement,
an opening.
Essentially, he needs it for movement.
SNG's just not giving him a shot.
Yeah, and P-Sweet is already like essentially one tap at this point.
Bro, P-Sweet is holding his ground. I'm just saying right now, he's holding his ground.
Until the arm was weakened, and obviously
it was a
little bit lost
one.
from just the weakened arm, and that's kind of where it all fell apart.
It was a really hard one. He needs a different stage.
He needs a bigger stage right now. He needs to slow down the pace.
A bigger stage, and he needs the blocks. He needs something to block to cower behind. I'm not calling him a coward. I'm just saying SNG is a fast guy, and he is just I couldn't have done anything against that.
Yeah, we need like DNA Lab or maybe even Temple Grounds. I don't know if Temple Grounds is in the list, honestly. But
what's the one of Mechanica? I don't know the names of everything here.
A Scrapyard, yeah. Scrapyard
he needs Scrapyard
because Scrapyard is going to would give him a lot of movement, a lot of
and also
elevation changes as well.
That's what I was gonna say. Elevation changes is something that for Lollapop is gonna be a problem.
Yeah, but I'm guessing SNG might have actually banned Scrapyard. And therefore that's why we're going to DNA Lab.
DNA Lab was his best choice, honestly.
Yeah.
So great that he picked it because he needs to be able to coward. Sometimes there's nothing bad about running away, and you see him immediately go behind each one of them.
Sometimes you really
look at the difference.
Already the arm is broken. My God, SNG, please. We're seeing the most aggressive Lollapop in existence, honestly, right now.
I mean, I don't know if Marbles is still in the running, but Marbles, he is also I've seen them both. I know that both of them had to fight at some point, and just another Lollapop player.
And this is gonna be as well. Oh my God!
Jesus
Christ! Never ends.
Bro, he needs to get out of the corner now.
Yeah, we need to get out of the corner here on P-Sweet's side. Okay, this is good. We're getting some space in. We're trying
he needs to get close.
Pressure on SNG. Push him into the wall. But yeah, the pillar here is going to help SNG greatly. Just take some mild chip damage here.
But look at how close it is now.
Yeah, we're much closer now.
Before, P-Sweet has a chance, but if he uses that rush, I think it's pretty much.
Yeah, but that's also the thing. You cannot die from chip in this game. So using the rush is not as interesting as if you were actually dying from chip in the game. Oh, that's a double KO! Oh my God! I just saw the SNG's Lollapop actually hit P-Sweet.
I've never seen that. I thought it was done.
Yeah, I mean, for a moment, I actually saw the P-Sweet going down, and then just the momentum of P-Sweet's arm got SNG just at the right end, you know.
And of course, he saved
a moment before it retracts on the KO screen, and it caught the double KO.
Dude, P-Sweet, again, as I said, DNA Love was the best thing that could have happened to P-Sweet at this current time.
Yeah, and
look at him chipping away.
We still had a lot of pillars as well, which helps. But I do feel like now that the pillars are kind of gone for the most part, SNG might be able to take back the momentum, and yeah, that is exactly what happened. And because of the double KO, obviously, we still have more rounds to go.
We still got a couple left. So, I mean, what if P-Sweet somehow manages to get the comeback, it means he needs at least 2 rounds, which means
Guys, essentially the first round didn't count. The way ARMS work in terms of double KOs is that the double KO round doesn't count.
No,
It's
but
not
it
like,
does
for
count
instance, an SN game.
for the stage. It counts for the stage.
It
'cause
counts
he's
for the
losing a
stage, but
lot
it doesn't count in terms of points. Unlike, for instance, an SNK game where it just gives a point to everybody.
Man, the problem is he doesn't. Oh
Yeah,
no!
and I feel like it's also losing stamina, honestly.
No!
Like we no longer have stamina on P-Suite's side. This run was just a little bit too much to handle. And now we're completely losing it, and SNG is just going to be able to run with it. Full 2-0, move on to losers top 12.
Dude, that double KO was so good and so bad for P-Suites because it just lost a lot of the places to cower behind. Like
Yeah,
you could see the difference. You could see the difference between
the moment we lost the pillars, it was kind of over, honestly.
and the moment that they changed the stage, the difference, they both went all the way down, and we even got the double KO. So it did make a hell of a lot of difference between that and the test arm stage. I don't remember the name.
Yeah.
The training stage. Oh
yeah,
man,
that is so unfortunate, and we were actually seeing just the stamina completely leaving P-Suite like in real time during that DNA lab match, and it is unfortunate. But that does mean that SNG is going to move on, as we were saying, to losers top 12.
I mean, we'll see
away
P-Suites
from
again
actually qualifying for top 8 losers for tomorrow.
for tomorrow. Well, I mean, we're going to see him again, so it's not like it's over for him for sure.
No, this was losers. This was losers bracket.
Oh, we're in
So
losers right now.
Yeah, we were in losers. So
Okay.
unfortunately, P-Suite's run is over.
Oh no! I thought we were in normals. Damn. Well, P-Suites, I was rooting for you, my guy. Even though SNG is my good man, but it's just I always go for an underdog. Honestly, I love David and Goliath stories. I love them. So my heart is with you, and I hope that anyone else that dropped out of the race, even though we didn't get to see all of you, hats off to you.
But yeah, these players are putting on a show nonetheless.
Yeah, no, that was because the most impressive thing about that fight to me was P-Suites being able to hold his ground as good as he did.
Yeah.
Oh man.
But we are going to go back to the winner's side now with Lewis versus Mr. Table. We've seen Mr. Table earlier during the stream. As we were saying, very, very good, very annoying at times. Twintel player.
Yeah, Min Min had a rough time.
Yeah, I mean, it's the matchup that kind of wants that, but it happens. This is also a big thing that we didn't really talk about in ARMS. That obviously you have the character matchup and the player matchup, but you also do have the ARM matchup, as you are able to pick the loadout freely before you start a game, and therefore there's also a lot of counter picking game going on, either during the game itself with your set of free, or during the set in between the games. Like, arm picking is a very important of ARMS, obviously, and it's very much akin to how to put it, to, I guess, shooters, actually picking the loadouts, except on top of that you also have to pick the characters, so it's like halfway between the hero shooter and the weapon shooter, if that makes sense.
yeah.
But it is a very important part of the game.
And we're in Beach. What's Beach?
Yeah, Buster Beach.
Buster
Standard
Beach.
stage, a very wide one at that.
Helix got.
Yeah, and
I'm
we're
a
going
Helix
to see
fan.
some Helix. We love Helix in this house.
This is my main and my secondary.
Helix is just the board,
Helix is my main. Twintel is my secondary.
Very slimy, very sneaky. He's just the board.
Very. And he's adorable. It's an adorable design. Oh man. I don't even know. I think they're just trying to see who punches first. Yeah, because Twintel is all about reactive.
Yeah, they're just eyeing each other right now.
Twintel is all about reacting, and Pringles knows that, so he still wants to be able to attack, but doesn't want to be the first to attack.
Yeah, that's the thing. He was trying to bait, but unfortunately, Mr. Table is going to be able to find the catch here on the landing with the rush. But yeah, for the most part, that's the big thing. Like, Pringles is leading the way here.
Just I don't know if you're being able to tell. I don't know if you guys are being able to tell, but Pringles is doing specific movements, not only with his body, but with the arms themselves in order to be able to bait Mr. Table to go in a specific direction. And even though he is going to go into that time freeze, he's still going to be able to hit. You've seen him with you constantly see it with the toaster more than anything. So that's kind of why he's winning at this moment. And he followed immediately with a rush, so that specifically has put him in a very favorable position.
Oh, but yeah, good trade here in favor of Mr. Tables. Going to spend the rush. It's not going to be quite enough to kill. We are now on one tap on both sides. Mr. Tables is coming back, but yeah, getting caught here by the explosion of the Tri-Blast. Tri-Blast is such a good weapon, honestly. It does the poking, it does the damage, it does the explosion, it does everything. It does your coffee, it does your taxes.
I mean, it is such a good arm, honestly. And he has that rush. I think he's saving it, but he does have that rush. He could use it at any moment. Using the grab throw is going to be a problem.
Using it to punish, obviously, the chakram real quick. Yeah, look at the pressure right now from Pringles. He's going to retreat back a little bit, trying to get a cheeky catch with the explosion. Gets the grab instead. But yeah, right now Pringles is completely the master of the situation right now against Mr. Table.
I mean, this is his domain. This is his domain at this moment.
Yeah, domain expansion into the corner, and Pringles is going to be able to take the first game.
Oh man! This is all coming down to stage. I think this is now all coming down to stage. But the thing about Helix is if Mr. Table gets any place like DNA Lab, it's going to come more down to Helix. As a favor, so I would say training stage, the one that's closer.
Sparring,
because it's the sparring ring.
Yeah, I guess sparring could work because I feel like Helix's quote unquote dodge mechanic, where he stretches and he goes down, wouldn't necessarily
better from afar.
Yeah. It's not going to be as efficient on a smaller stage like sparring ring.
I don't know. Maybe I'm helping them without notice.
Or maybe I'll even throw a curveball in there. What do you think of Spring Stadium?
Spring Stadium has been very, very good for me in the past, especially when I played Twintel. I've had because I also gain an additional height that I can use to be able to completely dodge attacks. So I think now that you bring it up, I think probably Spring Stadium would be better for Twintel at this moment. But the fact that Helix can gain height is gonna make that scary. Scary. So I would say that still Sparring Ring is better because it's more contained. So being able to make it so there's no what's the name? There's no benefit to Helix's most of their abilities is just not being able to. I can't formulate the words right now. It's just not favorable if there's no distance. So Twintel would probably be better with that one.
Yeah, I think so, honestly. But I think they're just really thinking really hard right now, honestly. Just on the bans, on the pick. It is a very important decision. And by the way, while we are waiting, I would like to remind everyone that we are doing this for the kid. We are raising money for No Kid Hungry. Currently, we have $200 in the pot. As a reminder, half of that will go to the players. The other half will go to No Kid Hungry. Self-explanatory. They help kids not being hungry. But
there are two ways to donate. You can donate directly, or you can buy merch.
Essentially, yeah.
Which, by the way, there's limited time specifically for this tournament merch. So if you go look at that, there's a specific beanie that's for this tournament only. So don't miss out on that deal. Anyway, we're still on round two. Round two.
This is they're still thinking about game 2, honestly.
Yeah, Mr. Table needs to pick.
Yeah, I feel like Mr. Table needed a little bit of time to breathe, just overall.
I get that too, because that was an intense match.
Yeah. Just the overwhelming pressure of the Helix from Pringles is it's kind of scary. Louis doing his homework.
I mean, again, as a Helix main, I don't think I could do that. I don't think I'm that good.
Helix is probably one of the trickiest character in the game.
The one that I bring to tournaments happens to be Master Mummy. That's the one I'm better with. Weirdly enough.
Yeah, Master Mummy is just a very solid, quote unquote, low level, mid level character. Honestly, with the
it all depends. It all depends on how you play it.
Yeah, and it also depends on the arms that are picked on the other side, because if they just run fire arms, they're going to have a bad time.
Okay, we're heading into game 2. I'm excited.
Going to go to sparring
he did
ring.
sparring, yeah. Maybe he was hearing the stream, who knows?
I mean,
but look, okay, they're...
And yeah, Mr. Table is definitely playing much more aggressive. Kind of going out of his zone of comfort overall. Like
he kind of has to. That's because Pringles doesn't need to have breathing moments, which is what happened last time. Mr. Table didn't have any time to breathe, and Mr. Table cannot let him breathe.
Yep, that's the big thing. Attack on here, a buffer there, and yeah, we're going to find the rush here. Not going to be quite enough to kill the Pringles. Is right now stuck in the corner. Louis, unfortunately, is going to get quickly taken out. That is the nature of
very
sparring
quickly.
ring.
See?
Yeah, that is the nature of sparring ring. Honestly, just a very aggressive state. We're talking about it being the warrior of arms. It is kind of true. Like it is so tiny.
So I think now it's all gonna be down to being able to not only dodge attacks as best as possible, but also being able to reserve that.
Yeah, but look, Mr. Table's arm is already down. Like Pringles is actually aiming straight for the arms themselves. Like Louis is actually trying to remove that blocking option constantly from Mr. Table and just completely pressuring him. Mr. Table right now down 50%. Yeah, look at that. Pringles definitely trying to play a little bit more defensive on a stage that is not meant to be played defensively, but it is working for the most part. Just going out on the other corner when Mr. Table is in the corner, not really interested in actually, keeping the pressure in the corner.
I think because he's now so down, I think he's playing more defensively. Mr. Table needs to go in more aggressively. Just the best offense, the best defense is a good offense. That's the thing that's gonna be all about. And oh man, neither of them used the rush.
Yeah, just sat on it. But that does put Louis onto match point. Now it's a very stressful situation for Mr. Table.
I think using grabs in this match is a mistake, in my opinion, because it just leaves you up too vulnerable for such an aggressive and fast match. Oh, immediately use because Mr. Table already used his.
Yeah, I think this was more so to try and catch maybe a dodge or something. But yeah, Mr. Table still took some pretty good chip damage overall from that rush.
Oh, Mr. Table using his ability in conjunction with the guard is actually very, very smart because he doesn't have to move out of the way, and it would put him in disadvantage. That's very smart. That's very smart.
Like, look at that. He's actually just using the ability to slow down the arm, set up the guard, and then get the advancing guard right after. Like, Mr. Table definitely, really slowing down the pace, getting the rush as well. Pringles on his last legs.
This is
standing tall.
I've never seen this type of way to use the Twin Tail ability.
Yeah, it's just you combine game mechanics and sometimes it just works in synergy. And I feel like Twin Tail is one of the bigger examples of that. Pringles is going to find the rush here, not going to be quite enough to kill, but once again, we are one tap on Mr. Table's side.
This is
And look at that,
anybody's game.
continuing to do some advancing guards, trying to go for the end. Yeah, the
Oh,
grab was just a little bit too committal.
That's
And
what
that's
I
gonna
said.
be, that's gonna be Lewis moving on and qualifying for top 8 tomorrow.
Man, he went for the grab, and that grab left him open. And specifically with Helix's ability to become small, trying to go for a grab is always bad against Helix, because Helix can just go right under it and then boom, jab you right in the throat.
Yep, and with that, we already have top 8 winners already set up for tomorrow. Which tomorrow we will have Twin 5 against Prince, and we'll have Gerardo against Lewis for top 8 winners. But meanwhile, obviously, on the loser side, it is still building up. And with that, I believe I'm going to swap out, and I'm going to leave you with Paul for the rest of the gauntlet, going into losers round 3 and losers round 4.
Alrighty.
So yeah,
in theory, I should be I should be clocking in now.
it's okay. It's okay. We kind of messed up the schedule, but again, we had to like set up the stream and everything. I hope you're having a good time, chat.
I'm having a great time.
Yeah. Do not hesitate as well to donate. Very important. Do it for the kids. And I'll see you next time.
Now it's just me and you, Flip. We gotta keep the stream entertaining.
Hey, like here. Before.
Hey,
we're
just
back
like the good old days.
Good old days. Man, I should be clocking in now, and I feel slightly bad about feeling me leaves. It's just fun. Oh,
I mean,
no.
after like this match, because if you want to, because I was talking to Malieve, so like after this match, when she's ready, if you want to like rotate out, that way you can enjoy like a little bit of your day. That's cool.
I mean, if Malieve wants to swap out, to swap in, I'm cool with that. I'm set. I can spend the rest of the next 3 days playing, just commentating arms. I'm having a lot of fun. I'm here. I'm good. But I also want to consider the other. I feel a little bad. It wasn't intentional.
It's okay. It happens. We all get in that moment where we're watching a really hype match and we become animals, and that's what it's all about. It's just coming together, playing some arms, seeing some hype double KOs, and just living our best lives,
I lose myself to the hype. I'm sorry. I mean, it's just me. It's just me being me. I'm sorry. But I'm having a lot of fun. This is what I expected out of being able to commentate arms. I know I'm not as technical as I'm not as informed, but I'm just I'm just putting in my hype into it. Oh man. Anyways, how's chat doing? I haven't been keeping up. I don't know what's happening. I'm a guy that connects with people. Let's see. Hayden giving love to Ribbon Girl. I see that. And also I don't know how many players we got left. Brett, do you have the challenge available? I haven't seen it.
I do. So for the most part, so we're locked in for like upper bracket quarterfinals for tomorrow. Then as far as lower bracket goes, we have a couple of matches that aren't like decided yet to go and fill up that bracket, right? But up next we've got Aya and Pi coming up. They're going to be our next match here. And then,
Aya, darling.
Yeah. So she is up next. And we've got Paul in now.
Hey, nobody joined. Nobody.
No, he's just hiding behind you. He's shy. He's a little shy.
It's his name says nobody.
Oh yeah, so I'm just gonna move you over here.
Nobody
Paul,
joined
how you
the
doing?
chat.
Welcome. How you doing?
Yes.
Glad to have you.
No. How are we doing, fellas?
We're
doing great.
Doing great. We've seen some really great matchups so far today. So we're just gonna finish out strong here with a few matches from lower bracket, and then we're good to go. So up next, I still need to tweak some things because oopsies, I've been managing stuff. But we're gonna have Aya, Darling, and Professor Pi up next, playing for us.
Professor Pi. Oh, also, of course, because I was watching wait, Matthias' stream. Matthias was streaming on. I mean, I think that maybe I could join, or I'm not sure. Okay, because we didn't want Brett to have so much strain on his PC by streaming, so we had a little I don't know if Paul, maybe you want to stream it, or maybe I should try. I don't have. I think besides Brett, I don't have any major players either. I see. Oh man, I can't believe I'm missing the Aya one. And Pi. Which, by the way, they're using Springtron and Kid Cobra, respectively. Okay, I see that. I see that. I don't know, Paul.
Sorry, I'm just pressing buttons at the moment.
Okay, I am locked in. Oh, and Aya Darling takes it, kills Professor Pi. It's done. Okay, so we're heading into the second part, round 2. Okay, so round 2, and okay, I feel like I lost all of round 1, but immediately going in with a rush, very interesting. Okay, so this seems for essentially a fast character. This one feels a lot more, a little slower and a little more technical, but they are having a hard time hitting each other. So it's certainly a thing. Professor Pi taking it. I think they're taking it cautiously, both. Then again, Aya Darling went immediately in. Oh, went in with the rush but didn't use it. Okay, Aya Darling is using it, going immediately in with it. I don't know what to think of this. They're both low. They are taking it. They are taking it cautiously. I think they're both understanding that each other have very not only fast abilities, but also Springtron is a very powerful for Aya Darling, who seems to be a very aggressive character player. To be taking in such caution, it is mainly because of Springtron's ability. Which, by the way, Aya Darling's still taking the cake. Oh my god, I just saw Paul's Fuji. Oh man. Right. So who? Oh, okay. Paul. That's great.
Look at that.
Okay, so we're heading into match 2. Aya Darling versus Professor Pi, and I mean, I think the
Pi.
one that takes. Pi is the one that's counter pitting now because So it's who I don't know what's best for. I mean, for the little that I saw, I'm not sure what's gonna be best for Professor Pi because clearly it has to be something that Aya has to be constantly throwing in punches because Professor Pi, the whole thing was that she using Springtron, um, they're using Springtron was a thing that was actively, just it was a problem for Aya. So being able to capitalize on that ability the best they can is probably going to be the best. And having nothing in the way is going to make it so Aya has to attack, and at some point going to be able to capitalize on that disabling ability the best that they can. But also, it needs to be a stage that has enough reach in order to enough space. So a sparring ring out of the question because it just doesn't leave any space to actually set up the ability without any inconveniencing. So it has to be a stage like maybe the beach one, sparring ring.
Sparring ring it is.
That's not gonna be good. I want to see what they're cooking because if they picked it, it's for a reason. Maybe they're not trying to use their ability at all. Oh, but also Aya's not gonna be able to use their ability either because this is close baits. I see what they're going for.
We've got double hot slaps coming in. The cracker is that's a big cracker to take to the face.
And Aya has a frost, so this already is being a fast match, but this can quickly become a match that's all centered on just immobilizing Prof.
Yeah, definitely needing to see a little bit more of the deflect coming out. And just to try and close the distance a little bit, but we're getting some hot slap action in now. Aya's taken a couple in short succession, but Professor Pi is right to the
out.
chest.
Professor Pi is out. That's what she is. Oh man.
Slap's gone.
They both round 2, and they both have the rush, so it's all about who uses it first. And Prof uses first.
Oh, that's
Dude,
an
what the
excellent
hell?
counter.
The bobbing and weaving on that was clean. And Aya Darling hasn't been hit once. This could be a perfect. This is a perfect.
I genuinely thought for a second there that you were going to jinx that.
That's what I was saying. It's just, I think sparring ring was not the best option. I see what they were going for. I think they were trying to immobilize both of their abilities instead of just immobilizing its own ability. But being able to capitalize on the way to just incapacitate the arms themselves would be best. And also using an electric arm would be good.
I think if Professor Pi could have got on top relatively quickly, then it might have been a different story. But it's so difficult going up against a Cobra on sparring ring just because of this. I mean, the size of that cracker that kept coming in the face in the first round. If you're not able to dodge to the side quick enough, get the deflect out, you're going to have a bad time.
That's we don't have them anymore. We don't have. Yeah, we don't. I don't know why in my mind I thought, we're going for another round. We're not going for another round. I was gonna say Buster Beach would have been good. Buster Beach would have been good because they have enough space, and it has a narrow space where they can also go into close quarters if they want. So it would have been a good stage.
You just have a quick check. What options? So DNA was banned. Okay, yeah, DNA would have been a great choice for a Tron, getting those DNA tubes to hide behind, but alas.
And right now we're just chilling out, waiting for a couple of matches to finish up. That way we can get like the next matchup here. So it's just gonna be a hot moment, gamers. Otherwise, if you want to see like an exhibition match between me and Paul, let me know. Let me know in the chat. That would be cool.
Or would it? It's been a hot minute since I've played. This could be an utter disaster.
Listen. No, surely you can't be worse than me.
I don't know. I've exchanged all my arms ability for the power to bring Team Pass to victory. So, you know, what skills I had once upon a time, they are long since dead.
Listen, if Team Past could win it now, Team U can channel that to relive your past glories. I know you can.
Do I really want to do that? I don't know.
Okay, let me
Also,
see.
out of interest, have you had much chance to show off the Sky Arena today? Because that would be an excellent place to have an exhibition.
Oh,
Zero
Sky Arena would be
Sky
good.
Arena. We've seen zero Sky Arena. So tell you what, let's have a little exhibition match while we're waiting. We'll get producer and comment, and Flip's just gonna commentate by himself over the match. I think that sounds great.
I think we should self-commentate at the same time. It will be utter chaos.
Oh my god. Okay.
Oh wait, who's fighting now?
We're having a little exhibition match before because we're
I can
waiting on
commentate
some
this.
matches to finish up.
I'm good. I can commentate this one. So it's gonna be Brett against Paul.
Yeah, it's gonna be Brett versus Paul.
Let's see how this goes. I'm excited. I haven't seen much because
old boy was.
I haven't seen much from you, Brett.
That's right. Yeah, not a lot of people have seen me play ARMS. It is a treat. It is a lesson in dumbassery. It's a great time. So let me just fix a couple of things here, and then we'll get this going.
I mean, maybe the chat could pick your loadout for you and your character.
Oh no. We don't need that. No.
Ooh, a Mango Man!
Misango, yes. Oh. Up. The parabola, the only parabola. Okay, I love that. And so going in, okay, bro, these are both. This is a big character, just like Max Brass would be. Master Mummy. Yo, as a fellow Master Mummy main, I appreciate this with an incapacitator as well. Parabola, be it Frost, be it Electra, and immediately okay, Brett, you need to get out of Sky Arena. You need to get out.
No. It's a good map.
No, it's a good map. I'm just saying you're gonna have some problems here. That grab with that kind of the incapacitation, you need something to block out of the way. That's what I'm saying. Okay. Oh man. Dude, because again, electrification or frost are always gonna be a good match with Master Mummy. Yo, getting out of the incapacitation with a rush. Oh man. Match 2 it is.
That was just spamming the rush button and hoping that it came out in time.
No, of course. But oh man.
Okay, so let me show
Sorry,
you.
that was
my-
rude. That was Power Mummy.
No. It's okay. It's good. It's good. Let me show you my.
I mean, that's
real
just how
power.
Master Mummy is supposed to be played. Which is what we were talking about earlier. Master Mummy, it is all about how you use it and the arms that you add with it. And I think people just put it in low tier because it's low and its ability is not that doesn't have that much variety as the others, like a Lollipop, but it's certainly it's probably really, and with that, the ability to tank and the ability to heal plus the ability to be able to just have such a good grab. It's really good. I personally use Clapback with a Frost or a Electrification, and it does wonders. Truly does wonders.
You should try Power Mummy. You would be surprised at how delicious it tastes.
The Parabola with the Mummy, I'll give it a try. Because I've just been focusing on getting rid of the problems that it has, and I noticed that Clapback does such a good one. Mainly because it just, you have essentially 4 punches. Because if you manage to block the other punches, you just put them back at them, and it's very good. It's very good. I like Clapback.
What it's worth, the Guardian is a absolute hard counter to Power Mummy because you can't punch through the shields, and it will just come through, shock you, and make you feel even worse pain. So if you ever encounter a Power Mummy, that's what you do. Just double Guardian.
Guardian. Double Guardian. Okay, that's that.
Double Guardian wins championships.
Oh damn. Okay. I never do doubles. I usually have a one arm and then another arm just in case, because I feel like being able to capitalize on just different things. I don't know what the advantages of having doubles are, but I never use it. I don't think I've ever used it. I always switch it up.
I mean, it pays to have a balance, but sometimes, I mean, there's a reason that double gloves is so prevalent, and it's because it works. When you just can focus on boxing and stuff like that, you can focus on the same type of output on both sides. It means you don't have to think anywhere near as hard. And
I mean,
thinking
we saw it earlier.
I play, so.
We saw it earlier with Frog Lord, and Lord Frog, and he was doing some good stuff with that Ninjara and with the double toasters. It just did really well. It did really well. It's unfortunate that the Ninjara ability was hindering him so much, but he did really well with that. And he having the motion controls did for a better control of each toaster. So I was really happy with that, even though I don't personally condone the doubles.
Yeah, especially over in the EU, we do tend to like to mix things up. Historically speaking, at least, we like to use more bizarre combinations, for want of a better term. But so you don't tend to see double anything, generally speaking, unless you're going for, say, double toaster or double roaster just for pure boxing spam. For the rushes, especially if you're playing like a coil or something like that. But the synergy you can get between two very different arms, a surprising synergy as well, is always worth experimenting. But then you end up, sometimes you just want to play Power Mummy and have a bit of fun.
I mean, I've always had more fun. I mean, the one that works out for me, and I use it for tournaments all the time, is Master Mummy. But the one that I have the most fun with is Helix. So I wonder if maybe your suggestion of Parabola is gonna change my stance on that.
Helix is such an interesting play as well. Again, so way back when, something that was really popular was just double toasters on Helix because of the way you can spam the punches and dodge in the tower mode. And if you were high level Helix, the sheer dodging of basically anything is insane. And it was just a really good way of controlling your opponent's movement, because you're constantly throwing stuff out. They've got to be careful where they're going. If you've got a map choice that works on your behalf like that as well, again, that's really useful. And then before you know it, you've got rush. You can threaten them psychologically with that the whole time. They can't hit you, and before you know it, Goo Boy has toasted you to death. And that was very popular for a very long time, and then everyone started doing other things.
So who are we waiting for, or are we doing any more exhibition matches, or...
Punching people in the face!
I mean, right now we're doing, I think we're doing losers, and we're doing, because winners are done. So we already did the first, I don't know, how many people do we have? Because we're now down to the top 8 on winners. So now we're doing 32. So we had 32 players total. We cut it down to the top 8 winners, which are coming out tomorrow, which we will also be commentating. It will be pretty fun. And we'll see some high level matches. And right now we're doing losers, which should give leeway. I don't know how the tournament works exactly with losers. Does the loser eventually fight the winner? The winner of losers bracket does eventually, yes, okay.
Yeah, winner of losers bracket will face the winner of winners bracket in the grand finals
tomorrow.
Yes, but the winner of losers bracket only has one, like, they're on their last life, whereas if they manage to defeat the winner of winners bracket, winners get a second go at them. So
right, like in Smash.
Run back. Just looking at the the 4 currently sat in the effectively the winners semis. Look, we've got Twin, we got Prince, we got Luis, and we got, I like to call him Beppy. We know him as Beppy, but Giardo.
Gerardo,
that is a good set of players there.
We didn't get to see Prince fight today, I don't think.
Oh, no way! Oh, I look forward to that. I do love seeing a bit of Teddy.
I'm also looking very forward to seeing Prince fight. And we'll get to see that tomorrow. So for anyone that's tuning in today, look forward to tomorrow. I think same time, right, Brett? Same time? Same time,
same bat channel.
Oh, okay. Okay, so you can't hear you. He just said, don't say, oh, okay, as if they can hear me. I feel...
Oh, okay.
It's weird talking to someone
as if they can hear me.
People can't hear.
I will now be playing the role of Brett. And
You'll
just
translate
everything that is said. The Wizard of Oz.
He says he's the guy from behind the curtain in Wizard of Oz.
He's the Wills of Oz.
Okay, so we had there were 32 people today. Prince hasn't gone. He's now in top 8. We didn't get to see him, and we'll get to fight. How many people do we have for losers today? Left? Four that we want to watch. as according to behind the curtain Brett that you guys cannot hear.
Did you guys get to see Yam earlier?
Yam. I don't think so.
I love Yam. Just saying, just putting it out there. I love Yam. Yam has been a mainstay of the European scene for the longest time. Supports basically any of these stupid things I do. And they do be stupid.
There was a European player earlier. I don't remember their name. That we saw, but it did happen. I would have to ask Maliv or Paul, Matthias.
You can ask me as much as you want. I'm not going to tell you.
But yeah. So did we see Marble? I mean, we didn't see Marbles, but did Marbles already happen? They're out. Oh, damn. Okay, Marbles is out.
Can confirm. Brett said that Marbles is yes.
Marbles is yes. That's what.
That is the new hot hashtag. Hashtag Marbles is yes.
Yes. Oh, okay. Let me see. Challenge. Here it is. Which, by the way, I would like to give shout out to the commentators that have been here. Believe you should go check her out. Scrapstar, Planet Scrapstar on Twitch. Or else I will find you and arm you with my arms. And there's also Wolf TV.
Matthias Wolfbrock presents Wolf TV.
Wolf TV.
A Wolf TV endeavor.
I don't know what their Twitch or YouTube is. There's also Paul. Paul, do you want to plug your stuff?
I absolutely do not. I am nobody. I am not here.
He is nobody. He's not here. And also subscribe, follow anything to Brett. Good man. He's making everything possible.
Yeah,
check out the
subscribe to my YouTube channel if you're watching on YouTube. If you're watching on Twitch, follow on Twitch. If you're watching on Twitch and you're not subscribed to YouTube, do that too, and vice versa.
Brett, I have to remind you that they cannot hear you.
No, they can hear me now. I can toggle this on and off at a whim.
Right.
Yep.
Oh my god, so magical.
Also, if you want to contribute to the prize pool, and we'll talk about how much has been raised for that tomorrow, feel free to use like the commands in my Twitch chat or check the pinned comment on the YouTube stream. There's a merch store and direct donation pool for that, as well as just donating to No Kid Hungry. So far, we've raised 200. I'd like to get that up to 1,000. So really good cause, feeding some kids. Okay, goodbye now. We are about to watch Joseph and Landfrog.
Also, shameless plug. Subscribe to Flip Doing on YouTube. But also, dude, you also have tomorrow, so you can check out the merch store. It has some good, cool shit, and you can also, go to Tiltify for. It should be on the description, right? If not, add all the things on the description of the YouTube one. Okay. Watch it in the description. It's in the description.
Do all the things everybody said, or else there will be no more arms.
Oh no! I mean, just you guys watching here is actually is a lot of It's very nice, in order to put out arms out to the world and make it as great as it could be. And we're heading into Landfrog versus Joseph. Oh, we saw Landfrog earlier.
Double.
Oh, double Ninjara, and they both have the same skin.
Yeah,
hell,
baby.
the same build. Okay, no, not the same build.
It's all fire. They're both wearing red. They're both using firearms. This is so fire.
Oh, this is gonna be so. Oh, this is gonna be crazy. Oh, and they have very okay. So the bird, the firebird, the phoenix is what it's called. Going in a very unpredictable way, with a straightforward arm. Ooh.
Oh, that's a good counter punch by Landfrog. No grab action that time. That Hydra is looming. It's so close to Landfrog's head.
And Ninjara are both very, very fast characters with very, very good ability. And the fact that they can both use it, but the second that something like the rush happens, it's gonna be devastating if they don't know how to deal with it well. Because that ability is gonna backfire on them. So, man, using that.
Both of these players are super experienced for the game as well. Both have been around a very long time. They know exactly what they're doing with these ninja boys. Look how patient Landfrog is with those punches.
And the fact that both play Ninjara knows exactly what to do against themselves. They know the best way to do such things.
Oh, ooh. What a grab!
Ooh, and Joseph takes the first round! Woo! This is hype. I'm wondering though also...
Quite close to that trampoline bounce opening up, and we get some bouncy time as well. Come on, lads, do it!
If they manage to get another few grabs in, they got that elevation difference, which is gonna completely change the game.
And because we've got so many firearms as well, the odds of a knockdown in the center. Well, not if everyone plays at the side. Come on, lads, do what we want. That's it. So close.
Bro,
no,
because of course I feel like in this type of matchup, Ninjara versus Ninjara, there is no need to actively be reserving the rush. Just using it as soon as it comes up is gonna be probably very beneficiary, because they just already go down with such. There's no blocking it. It's all about trying to dodge it, and they're not the best at dodging the. Just Ninjara is not the best at dodging rushes.
Yeah, they're both quite lucky that I did see a Chakram or a Ram, you know, so which maybe in the next round,
yeah,
that might be something to pick up. But that is a great grab pick. Oh, close enough to the trampoline.
I don't think maybe they're not gonna break it. I don't think they're gonna break it, but I think that's what I was gonna say. I think they're going to use the rush against each other, and it's all coming down to who uses it first. Not who uses it first, who uses it second. Ooh.
And we go to round 3.
And then Ninjara takes a second win. Get it? Because they're the same.
Who are you rooting for, Nin or Jara?
Ninjara or Ninjara? I'm rooting for the red one. And so we're going to round 3, actually.
No changes in arms field. There it is!
Oh, he broke! And now the change is...
Joseph with the perfect anti-air device in the Hydra. Stopping Landfrog.
It's gonna be all about baiting
the Landfrog, Sky Frog.
Ooh. You're a Landfrog, not a Sky Frog. I love that.
Oh, and the
using that
catches it with the Hydra. Only 175 out of that, but that is to
how beneficial.
To make a Mighty Number 9 reference, it's better than nothing.
Yo, Landfrog keeping him locked in. I think Joseph can turn this around. I think he's still got a really good shot.
Yeah, Joseph's really close to the magic yellow Dorito as well. We'll get it after the next punch. I think there it is.
I don't
now
think he's
on the aggressive stance.
He's not gonna use it yet.
He's gonna try and catch it. Frog just manages to evade.
The center was very, very bad for that rush.
That's an excellent bird bite. Oh, heart in mouth here. This is
it's gonna come to time. It's gonna come to time. Oh, unless he's using the rush.
The Dorito.
There's the rush.
Here it comes, the counter.
It comes to time.
That was beautiful.
No, I thought Oh, Ninjara won. Who could have predicted? Dude, I thought Lanfrock had it in the bag.
So
He needed to use
like,
it earlier.
I thought, I genuinely, I thought, right, he's used the rush to get out of that situation, put the pressure on Joseph, push it back a bit. Joseph said, boy, I'm coming in for the kill. I am not going home.
Had he used it like 2 seconds earlier, he probably would have won that because he was grounded. Joseph was grounded. Man, what? I mean, in the moment, you get these. Everything is going so fast, and you get these split moment decisions that either decide whether you win or you're out. And I can't blame them for not doing it because it's also in their program to hold on to it for a better moment. So in my program, it's just I got it, I use it, which I shouldn't be telling people but it's just. So fighting that instinct is hard, especially in such a critical moment. In the moment. So I completely understand. I get it. But man, it's hard. I wonder also what do you think is a good counter pick for next one? Because I think this match, this stage was probably not optimal for either person. I wonder what would benefit one player more than the other. I know I usually have. Yeah.
So I know Lanfrog is a master of the Guardian. I don't know that the Guardian itself will be that useful against Joseph's Ninjara at this stage. But if you were looking to rely on that, I would personally be wanting the likes of a DNA lab, get those extra obstacles in the way, make it difficult when you've got the shield out, and make Joseph have to come to you, play your sort of game. I would want to see maybe a curving arm out of Lanfrog as well to pair with that. I mean, I'm just going by how Junior plays Kid Cobra, with the Ram and the Guardian. I mean, I hold very few players in the same level of esteem as Junior. It's not the same with Ninjara, but one of the benefits of Ninjara with the Guardian, which is why I think Lanfrog gravitates towards it, is because of his mobility that he still has while the shield is out. Because he's such a nimble little guy, he can still keep his evasion up quite well even while the shield's still out there.
I think
that's going to pair.
Yeah, I was going to say. I think that we're also going on the misconception that there's gonna keep being Ninjara. I think one of them could change, specifically Lanfrog, even though Lanfrog has been running Ninjara. Having a Ditto is a little bit more unpredictable. So I think not only changing the stage, but also changing the character could be beneficial. I don't know what else he plays. I'm not familiar with most of the players. So I'm not sure. But if it was me, I would change both.
I mean, to be honest, if it was me wanting to go up against a Ninjara at this stage, I would be just personally be busting out like a Max Brass with Chakram and just going nuts with the Chakram rush.
And changing it to a sparring ring would be good. Okay, yeah, that was okay. I was gonna say with Max Brass, a sparring ring would be good to change, but they're both staying with Ninjara, specifically Lanfrog. I mean, Lanfrog has been doing his stuff.
They are sticking with what brought them to the dance. Like I have to respect. But here is the Guardian.
Oh, he brought out the Guardian? Ooh, and the Slappermender. Okay.
That's a good combination. I don't know how well it's going to work here at sparring, just because it's so close quarters. I mean, it'll be good for the Guardian.
That's what works. Because he doesn't have much space to go around. He has to hit the Guardian.
You see the pressure that Lanfrog is putting in there, but pressure? What pressure? Joseph's just knocking that out of the park. Says no. I'm quite content with how this is. I'm just gonna keep dodging
I
the
was
side,
originally
sending
thinking sparring ring. The thing is, Joseph is so aggressive that being so close quarters is not the best option.
That Guardian's doing some good work, and that is a good grab. 155. Joseph's still in the lead, but that Guardian is... Oh, he's looking for... I feel like he's looking for the stun in the corner to combo with the rush.
Ooh, could be.
But to be fair, just chipping away with the slaps. They're both just doing their best to chip away with these shots. Oh, that is a huge Hydra shot.
Landfrog is probably waiting for for Joseph to get his, to use his. Oh, and it's over. Yeah. I wouldn't have done that, but I understand it.
There's only so much you can do in that particular situation as well. Like, if the arm was already out, you can't dodge.
It was a gamble. It was a gamble for sure. But trying to go for that type of just gamble in such a close quarter space is not the way to go in my professional opinion.
I just love like watching the Guardian come in. Like,
it's so menacing, right?
Slowly, and it's like jabbering away, and there is a grab.
It's like it reminds me of the Majora's Mask Moon coming in. It's so menacing, and you can't even see it from the side sometimes.
Oh, that's unfortunate for Landfrog. Very
Joseph! Bro, he's playing it. He's aggressive and he's fast, but he knows when to keep it. You know, when to keep it cautious and just slow and grounded. And that's what he's trying to do with such a close quarter space. Landfrog needs... I don't know what he's gonna do, but he needs a good comeback.
This could be the start of it.
Oh, the stun!
Into the grab. Landfrog takes the health lead, has the rush lead as well. 20 seconds left. Oh, so close to getting
he tried
bitten.
to go in with a sneaky one. Bro, Landfrog is doing...
Landfrog's got to be super careful though. Joseph may get rushed before the end of this round. That could seal it there.
No, going to time. Oh! Time! Landfrog takes it! That was smart.
Dawn of the third round. 99 seconds remain.
Reserving the one for 99. Oh!
Oh! Landfrog tried to rush the rusher, but couldn't get the arm retraction quick enough.
Man. Oh, yes!
We are not going to time in this round. They are.
But maybe again, a good offense is the best defense. So maybe that being the case could lead to another time.
Oh, Joseph jumps into the trailing Guardian. That sneaky boy gets a little bite on the feet.
At this point, anything could happen. I'm betting my chips on Landfrog in this one, personally.
I mean, that Slappermander does make it.
The Guardian's the one that's being, you know.
Oh,
cheeky.
Oh!
Dude!
Galaxy,
and now if he uses the rush, it's over. The rush.
The stunned silence says everything.
Oh man! And he didn't even use the rush! That was so high! That was like a power move! Like, I can beat you without using Super Saiyan. I don't even have to go Ultra Instinct to beat you. That's what that move felt like.
Game 3, right?
That is... No.
No one's willing
to...
Yeah,
no, that's game 3.
And both have gone to round 3 as well. This is, like, tight.
I mean, I don't know who else is up for the running for winner of losers, but my bet is on one of these two. Could be. I still have to see the rest of them, but the fact that they managed to hold out this long and just being so aggressive time and time again, it could just be one of these two.
To be fair, the winner of this match wins a date with Mr. Table, which is that is a pricey night out.
Mr.
Table for two.
A table. Ooh. Oh no! My controller fell beneath the bed. Okay, heading into round 3. This is exciting.
We're going Temple Grounds.
Grab your
Joseph changes.
Oh wait,
we're
Temple
not having a
Grounds.
Jarvis, the betrayal is real.
Misango in its domain, in his territory. I mean, Joseph. I think Joseph figured out that not being able to be unpredictable was probably bad for him. And he's using the best out of his own stage. Look at him using the bounce and then going behind the pillars. This is good. But Lansfrog is still
trying to use
though
the
he has
blue
less
mask
health
as much as possible to match the agility. And then we've got the choice of the Glusher, which I feel is potentially potentially a pick to try and get
because
over
he wants,
Guardian if it comes out. But there's no Guardian.
He wants to match the rush that Lansfrog has, which is smart. It's very smart. He should have used it. He had a chance.
He wants the yellow mask to threaten that rush at any time.
Okay.
That invulnerability with the yellow mask whilst you activate rush, that is godlike in this game. He's just going to go for it raw. And a big berry burst in the corner of 320 plus
and going
chain.
with the power.
Well, Joseph's got to be careful though. That damage will get chipped in.
With the poison. With the poison.
Poison, tasty fish.
Dude, if he gets hit a couple more times, Lansfrog can be done for. Like, there's still a chance. Rush! Yes!
Oh. Heart and mouth stuff there at the end.
Probably. I wonder who would have won that exchange had it not been for time.
I think Lansfrog managed to deflect the initial punch with it by activating his rush. I think Lansfrog would then have been able to counter it. But we'll never know.
The underdog in this situation, because Lansfrog has had to make a comeback, but Joseph is having a hard time.
So the Glusher is out, the Tri-Bolt is in.
Trying to match that rush. They're both playing very carefully.
Yeah, this is very different to the sparring ring game.
The very small hops that Lansfrog does are very, very, very calculated. By the way, using the mask...
that was...
Using the mask as protection is... Because you can put it in front of you and it blocks an attack.
Joseph
using that rush now would be good.
Whilst having yellow mask. So the rush isn't going to do anything. Lansfrog's going to take it.
He wins. Joseph is out. That was quicker than I thought it would be. Oh man, and we move on to the next match. That is wow. Okay.
I respect the choice to try something different after you've lost the momentum. But it seems like the switch to Misango didn't pay off. Well, we know it didn't pay off there, but it seemed like maybe the battle to the death of the ninjas was a much more even matchup.
I think it was smart though. He was trying to be unpredictable because not only has Landfrog been able to experience the Ninjara of Joseph, but also as a fellow Ninjara player, he gets to know how it works. So by changing up to a character that he's familiar with, that Landfrog isn't, probably good. Oh, we got Jam in here.
Yeah, breaking news. Yam is here.
Nice. Brett lied.
I love Yam. Also, quick shout out to Joseph.
Oh, okay. Okay. I don't know if they can hear you, but he said that don't tell them that I lied. Apparently he didn't lie. I'm just bad at hearing, as we established earlier in the stream.
So I would like to give a quick shout out to Joseph, my favorite of all the JoJos.
Oh, Joseph Joestar, very cool guy.
Yeah.
And also, not only was he called Joseph, but he had a stand. I don't know if you could tell. Misango. Not only does Misango look like Star Platinum, but has a stand of his own.
And he was using the Glusher to turn Landfrog into a purple hermit.
That's true. That is true. So Hanukkah and Yam. We're
This match
heading
is
right in.
officially known as Hanukkah Yamboree. Oh, Yam's
So
bringing out
Hanukkah
the
playing
ribbon.
Twintel and Yam playing Ribbon Girl. Almost said Spring Girl.
On to
Okay,
the DNA
immediately
lab.
going in fast. Of course, Ribbon Girl being extremely fast, Hanukkah has to be able to react in a way with Twintel, but also they're going in very, very aggressively. I mean,
It is
Twintel.
the fact that Twintel's always cheat, so officially I have to root for Yam as an upstanding citizen.
With the time stop? I mean, I think Hanukkah has now double blocking, because not only does he have the DNAs, but also has the time stop and his own guard.
It's just ridiculous. It should be frowned upon immensely. Also, the explosions. You're supposed to use Tri-Blast against Twintels, not use them as Twintels. It's just rude.
I mean, what kills you makes you stronger? Is that what doesn't kill you?
That
Makes
is
you
the
stronger?
law of the land. Yes.
Yes. Okay, so I think, did Yam pick the stage? Because it could also, I mean, it's kind of beneficiary for Yam to also have a block the way that Twintel does, but it also adds another layer of block to Yam. Yam should have picked a arm that goes around the things.
That
And that's
seems
the end of it.
really unnecessary.
To have like a boomerang or a
Hanukkah
chakra?
doesn't regret that decision.
Immediately going in with the
that's
grab and a
beautiful.
rush! That was beautiful performance. Didn't get to do the grab, immediately went in with the rush. That was beautiful.
I was
you can
forced
save
to
this.
clip that. That was too good.
I might have you send that to me later. Man,
Anyone watching on the YouTube and Twitch chats, clip it!
clip is good. This is a good moment.
Share those clips around the socials, use hashtags, do whatever you need to spread the word. Arms
And
is
spread the Arms is back, and it's not as evident as Helix dying and Twintel getting in the connection with the Tri-Blast. Bro, even the explosions are halted by the time freeze.
This is really close now. I mean, getting rid of those tubes is really making it a more even contest. And I say that as Ram takes a double shot.
I am speechless. I'm just taking in everything that's happening. They both have the rush, and none of them use it because they know the other one's gonna use it and they need it. If Hanukkah doesn't use it though, it's her end.
Yam is, I think, targeting the charged Tri-Blast to try and cause self-destruction. And just regular destruction works.
Oh wait, I see why he didn't use it though. Hanukkah didn't use it because they needed it for the next one. Whether they won or lost, there wasn't any problems for them. So I get the reserving of it, but it was so close that I would have used it anyways.
It's weird because I wouldn't have rushed at the end of the first round, and I would have rushed at the end of the second. But there's a reason I'm not here competing.
Yeah.
So
there's a reason we're over here in the sidelines.
good.
Yeah, I'm using it immediately. Hanukkah should have. I don't know. You can get two. If you use it at the beginning, there's a chance you get up to how many? 3 rushes in a single round, depending on how it goes.
Ooh, that's 2 chakrams. Yam's not gonna get out
There
of
you
that.
go.
Chakram rush coming out to the side, trapping Yam.
But in the next 45 seconds, I don't know if Hanukkah is going to be able to get another rush in. Yam, however,
Hanukkah keeps taking shots to the face.
yep, there you go. Yam's probably gonna save it. They're both at the very end. If I was Yam, I would use it right now. It would be very beneficial.
But if you miss, you leave yourself exposed. Just gotta keep Hanukkah pressured.
Oh, it's gonna come to time. It's gonna come to time.
I don't know, Hanukkah's
Unless
got the
Hanukkah
rush.
uses it. And it's down to the last second. That could have gone to time.
And that
Ribbon
comes
Girl
down
won.
to Yam's decision to rush. Because when Yam rushed, Hanukkah blocked. And that caused Hanukkah to get a rush to counter that Hanukkah may not have had if Yam hadn't tried to finish the match.
I would have done it earlier. Had I done it earlier, would have been probably not have been blocked. I mean, it's a gamble.
Close, dude.
It's a gamble for sure. It
I
was
love
so
it.
close. Are we going to round 2 now?
That's a good question. I see.
I'm not-
I see GG. I see GG. We had good luck before this match.
We've only
Yeah.
gone into DNA Lab, so yeah, we haven't had a second round. We're going into round 2. Yes. So who would they pick? Who would? Okay.
So the thing is with Yam can play anyone and play anyone well. Yam is not averse to anything when it comes to arms. So you cannot predict what Yam's going to come out with here. So with Yam,
they could
stage
change to
up-
Master Mummy, for all we know.
I mean, Yam could come out with Paramummy. Yam could
I
even
think-
come out with
Max Brass, I think. Max
I mean-
Brass and Sparring Ring would be really good right now.
Oh. Okay, so the pick is Ramen Bowl.
Ramen Bowl.
Oh
they
yeah,
changed the character?
up your sleeve. What evil are you plotting? I've got a feeling it's a Min.
I don't think so. It's Min, okay.
I know Yam.
I mean, if anyone's gonna know Yam, it's you, for sure.
Oh, I'm so proud of myself. I had a 1 in 15 chance and I got it.
Fire and Ice.
Song of Ice and Fire at the Ramen Bowl.
Song of Ice and Fire. Dude. And Min is one of the most technical characters. With 2 abilities.
And Min is well versed in item usage because this is obviously Smash.
I mean, Min is my main in Smash. I totally get it.
Oh. Yam does not want to be that close to Hanukkah.
Ooh. And you
get that
shouldn't want to.
power.
You shouldn't want to. Especially with Min, who is all about reach. I wonder if they're gonna get to use the kick effectively.
I mean, I love a good min kick, but it's very difficult to pull off in a highly competitive setting.
Yeah.
As we saw there, the timing was just not quite there, especially with international as well. It's very risky
Even
trying to get exact timings on things.
Even
like
in
that.
Smash, it's very difficult. I never attempted. Using the rush now, pretty beneficiary. Oh wait, no, because they still have round 2. They still have round 2. That's right.
And Yam is clearly conceding the round here, just like, okay, cool.
Yeah.
I'm just going to grab you for the lulz.
It was going to time. I don't think there was absolutely anything that Yam could have done to bring that back. But we got round 2 and possibly round 3.
Alright, so we've gone for Dragon Arm Roaster. That is a nasty arm. Very quick.
And Roaster is fast. And with the Dragon Arm, even faster.
It's bigger, and it also makes the most pleasant thwang noise.
Oh, I love that noise. I love the noise.
I don't love the noise of that rush, though. Yam's already under half health, quarter of the way into the round.
Oh, man. That hurts. That really hurts.
There's still time, there's still time. 3
Yeah,
quarters
but
of the round to go.
losing the rush like that, it hurts.
If Yam can keep spamming the roaster, though, Yam will get that rush back really quickly.
I think going in for a grab is probably the best that could happen at this moment.
It's going to be difficult, though, because Hanukkah can not only aura and then punch through it, but also just punch through it with the Tri-Blast. And that's nasty. Yam on the magic pixel gets a slight clip, and yep, twin tail things.
Immediately, bro, this is hard to watch.
Come on, Yam. Just punch in the face repeatedly. That's how you win. No, not like that. That's not punching in the face.
Man, Hanukkah and going into the next round for Hanukkah, not for Yam. Unfortunately, as it is. Oh, man.
There'll be no more Hanukkah for little Yam. On to Christmas.
On to Christmas. Yam, see you at Christmas dinner, my guy.
Can you pass the yams?
So who we got up next? Let's see, the challenge.
Landfrog will be coming to the table.
We see Landfrog again. Is it against Hanukkah?
Oh. Nope. Brett is telling lies.
What? Again? I'm kidding. Not again. Don't kill me. Okay, so
yeah, no,
getting...
it looks like it's going to be. We're going to get some cats with dreidels. It's Meow and Hanukkah.
Hanukkah and Godly Meow. I see. So the other one that we're not going to be able to see is Landfrog versus Mr. Table, and that's going to hurt not to be able to watch.
We might be seeing both.
Oh, okay. Because
there is so much discussion going on right now. I could just commentate the words being said, but I'm not going to.
And after this, it's loser 46. What is 46? So Gerardo and Lewis fighting whoever wins against Hanukkah or Meow. And then we get Landfrog and Mr. Table, and whoever wins that gets to fight against, I think, either Twin 5 or Prince, which would be tomorrow. That would be tomorrow.
Yeah, so it looks like it is. We're going back to the start. It is going to be Meow and Hanukkah for now, and then Landfrog and Table. I think we should just put all 4 of them in a match together and just see who comes out on top. It's the Fatal 4-Way. I know we couldn't stream it, but we could talk about it in our heads.
We can imagine it. What could have
Use the
been.
power of imagination. Oh, Landfrog's used his Guardian on Table. Oh no, Table just punched Meow in the face. But Hanaka's just tri-blasting everyone and cheating in the corner.
But I'm very excited. I'm very excited to commentate for tomorrow's matches. Holy man. Being able to see
Holy Man's gonna
the
be
best
here.
of the best. The best of the best. Tomorrow, what are we getting tomorrow? We're getting tomorrow Luis and Gerardo, Prince and Twin 5, and Godly either Godly Meow and Hanaka Jamboree, or Landfrog or Mr. Table. Regardless, we're going to be seeing who's going up tomorrow. Which, by the way, if you're just tuning in and you haven't checked out the donations for No Kick Hungry, we still have. We got the donation link for the Tiltify, and we got the merch store. So go check out both. There is a limited time offer event, a limited offer item on the merch store for this specific tournament. So be able to check that. Also, subscribe and follow to BrettWils both on Twitch and YouTube for tomorrow, because tomorrow we're getting some good matches. Tomorrow we're getting some good moments. Don't even think you're not.
Okay, so it looks as though the man behind the curtain has said, "Last match of the day." So
Last match of the
bring
day.
our most hypest wordages and all the love in the chat and the other chat, and if there is a third chat, well, get to one of the two original chats and up the algorithm. Do it. Increase the algorithm.
Increase it. Also, remember to like the stream over on YouTube, so this gets more coverage, and we get to more people for tomorrow. I know that Twitch has more viewers right now, but we need more coverage on YouTube as well. If you can spread it out to other people, do that as well. It's gonna be very fun. I'm gonna actually start sending links out.
And put it on Vine and MySpace and LinkedIn. Okay, Meow is bringing out the big brassy boy. And Hanaka. Oh, it's DNA. It's
Hanaka versus Meow.
Oh, Meow has got. Oh, that is a classic brass set. We have got a Splody Bang Fist, and we got a big circle of death.
I mean, Meow picking this specific stage it's interesting because there's a lot of blockage, so it mostly benefits Hanaka.
But it's very good with that chakram to come round the sides.
Yeah.
And especially when it breaks through unexpectedly.
I mean, if Meow needs it, he can cower behind them. If he just wants to break through with the power of Max Grass, he's gonna break cleanly through those. So it's all about how much he actually needs.
Beautiful. You love to see someone explode in their own face.
And he doesn't even need to break them. He can just go around them.
No, this is expert work.
This is absolutely veteran work.
The damage on that slide as well. Oh, the grab didn't quite come through. Oh, there's a sky.
Oh, the rush!
Gonna get the second half at 190. We are one chakram stun and a max brass grab away.
And the explosion fists.
Oh no!
They're very, very good for the
Meow's in
because
red
they will
mode.
explode on her face regardless.
Oh, this is such an intimidating sight.
Dude, he looks like a final boss. I know that Max Brass is a final boss, but this looks like the Max Brass. And he takes it with so little HP left.
That is why you never say GG to a Max Brass.
I mean, I think these are great players. Not only is Hanukkah very, very good at being aggressive, but I think Meow has this calculated to a T, to the point that Meow can actually, just afford to lose HP.
Yeah, and you can see the experience of both of these players who have been around since I think since the very beginning.
8 years. This is 8 years of experience in the making, boys. You're seeing the best of the best. These are mature players.
And those are nasty nades coming through. But Hanukkah is not taking damage. The lack of chakram for Meow seems to be hurting this time. But it can all change very quickly with a brass. Oh, and quite uncommon for a brass. Not much in the way of grab attempts because of the aura threat from Hanukkah.
But the thing is, if he, which is the reason I think that he's using the explosion fist, because even if Hanukkah uses the time freeze, it's still gonna explode on his face.
Oh,
but Hanukkah knows how to block it. Yo, that was clean. That was so clean.
Will we see an arm switch up from Meow?
Meow has to.
Yep.
Has to. Again, these are extremely experienced players. They know what they're doing. They know how to counter each other, and they know when to take their moments.
See, right now it is definitely looking like Meow picked DNA specifically for the tubes, and the second the tubes went, everything went in Hanukkah's favor.
Which I was thinking it was mostly for Hanukkah's benefit, honestly, but as it turns out, it's not the case. Because I think maybe it is the chakram. The chakram was very good for him, and the moment that they went down, he chased out of the chakram because he think I don't have to go around anything. But that wasn't true.
Oh, it's not enough to kill, and is Meow in red mode. There we go, stun into grab, and this is where Max Brass can get very deadly. Get Hanukkah in the corner, throw out those constantly charged chakrams, threaten with the nade.
And he still has the disabling feature. Max Brass is just a better spring man. No matter how you think about it.
And there's the confirm.
And we get him! Ooh, and we're heading for a match 2. This is good. This is quality work.
Max Brass.
He's thinking the same thing. That is not the what's the name? That is not the voice that I was expecting out of Max Brass. I don't think I've heard his voice since 2018. It's been a moment. It's been a minute.
I mean, it is very difficult with Max to look beyond magic muscles.
By the way, anyone on Twitch?
Magic Meowscles. Skyrim, baby!
Anyone on Twitch that's watching, I know we have a lot of people on Twitch watching. Please go to YouTube to like the stream. That way we get more coverage on this thing, and it's gonna be good. We get more people for tomorrow. And we go for immediately going in. And Hanukkah picked the domain of Meows, of Max Brass. This is odd. But now there's nothing in the way. Yeah, he picked it to get out of. And he gets a slightly elevation. I think this might actually be on favor of Hanukkah for reals. But we'll have to see because... Yeah, go ahead.
No, it's just... I never bet against the Brass. They're just
never do.
So evil.
The thing about it is, we aren't even seeing Meow's full power. The second that he gets they get beneath, 10%, 1/4, it's a done deal that he just got so much more powerful.
We
saw it last time.
Really fortunate for Hanukkah to not knock Meow into red mode the first time off the rush, because then able to connect with a grab on the restand. That couldn't have gone more perfectly at the end there. Very quick turnaround.
Max Brass didn't even get to use his red mode, honestly.
No, the timing on that grab was sheer perfection.
Yeah.
And realistically, that is the kind of thing you only get with this level of experience. Like,
8 years, again, 8 years of experience. You know it. And they're using their abilities to the full extent. Quintel using the ability of the Frozen Time to be able to block the explosions. Max Bass using you see the thing, it happens time and time again. They're blocking each and every single one of these things. They know what they're doing. They know how to capitalize.
Punch, 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 dodge, dodge, dodge. It's not enough time to say the words.
Dude, they're going for the rush. The thing again, he probably waiting to use the rush when he gets beneath 10%.
Oh, I really thought Meow had that grab.
I mean, grabs against Quintel, I don't think grabs are the best option.
But... Are you sure about that?
No. That moment, so close quarters, gotta go in. Gotta go in. There's no way to escape on a corner.
Hanukkah very close to rush. Not gonna matter. Meow evens it up, and we could be looking at our last round of the day here.
This is the last round of the day. We're not. It's a done deal. It's just all about who does it, who gets it. Oh man, the block, the ultra block,
close to breaking.
So close to breaking, and almost so close to getting that grab. But we're going in the rush.
That's the second Roar leaping through into rush from Meow in short succession. It's so risky and so beautiful.
Anything can happen at this point. Anything. It's so beautiful, as you say. Dude, and the I'm sorry, but that explosion, those explosions are really deadly for Quintel.
This assault is relentless.
He doesn't have any. It's broken. He doesn't have any time to breathe, and he's dead. Probably. Yes, he's dead. We did it, boys. I almost lost my headset, by the way. That was so clean. Oh, that is the last one of the day. Anything else is up for tomorrow.
God help us. Like,
God
if that's
help us
what we're
indeed.
looking at the moment, it's only going to get better.
And that's
Worse?
losers.
I don't know what the
Losers?
correct term is. Like, I don't think my heart can take anything more intense than this.
I am so excited for tomorrow. You have no idea how excited I am for tomorrow. The matches that we're getting are, I'm not to say nothing like the ones that we got today. We got some really good matches today. But tomorrow it's gonna be the top of the top, the crop of the creme of the crop.
La creme de la creme de la creme. The best in the world.
I cannot miss tomorrow. No way. And I'm hoping that everyone in chat and anyone that sees any clips that are uploaded to TikTok or Shorts or anything from this stream, come tomorrow to tomorrow's stream, because if you like anything, if you're as excited as I am, as you're excited as Brett is, and as Law is, Paul is, you have no idea the excitement for tomorrow that's gonna happen. Holy, the hype.
Tell your friends, tell your family, tell the people on the street, tell the people in the woods, tell them to get an internet connection, because they probably don't have one in the woods. And they'll also need to get accounts for Twitch and YouTube and that sort of stuff. You'll have to walk them all through it, but make sure you do, because it'll be worth it.
Man.
And also explain to them what ARMS is.
Today was nothing in comparison for tomorrow. And that says a lot. That says a lot.
Just take a quick moment to say thank you to Brett for putting this all together. This has already been pretty immense. None of this would be possible without the man with the vision behind the curtain. And
thanks also to every player and every viewer that came through, because without, again, we can organize this as best as we can, but if the players don't come through, it's all going down. It all goes down the drain. So thanks to every single player that played today. I am very, very, very grateful to each and every one of you, and to everyone that donates, and to everyone that just watches and shares with other people. This was so worth it, and I don't think we could have done it better.
I'd also like to obviously thank the the rest of our commentary crew that have carried this before I bothered to dust things off and come and join you. Because like this has been really fun, and this would not have been anywhere near as fun without everybody coming together. And
Maliv, Matthias, thank you so much. Paul, thank you so much. Brett, thank you so much for inviting me. This was great. This was so good.
You are all welcome. And yeah, thank you just kind of like everybody for coming together and helping me make this possible. This has been a blast to get to run today behind the curtain. And I want to give a shout out to like our TOs to Prince and SNG, who have essentially been with me all the way through like the inception of like this whole thing, and helping me out today with making sure things run as smoothly as possible. I know for them and commentary crew, things have been little chaotic, little hectic when it comes to working with me on this. We've had to do some
that's
things
always
with
how it
some
is
pretty
with arms
breakneck
tournaments, mate. That's just
paces,
how we
but,
roll.
yeah, no, I appreciate all of you for coming through. So with that being said, though, that is where I'm going to go ahead and cap day one stream. And we're going to see you guys back here tomorrow.
Tomorrow
Same
for
time,
finals.
same place for finals. 1:30 p.m. Eastern time, for another great day of amazing arms plays. So thank you all so much for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow.